A quiet revolution is taking place in the rural hinterland of Sri Lanka as 900,000 people from over 1,000 villages begin to take control of their development and transform their lives. It is the outcome of an innovative project implemented by the government of Sri Lanka to reduce poverty and promote sustainable and equitable development in rural areas by creating an environment that enables communities to improve livelihoods and the quality of life. Called Gemidiriya or Strength of the Village, this project has laid the foundation today for rural communities to mobilize themselves, empowered with authority to decide their own priorities and implement them and manage their own funds and resources. And in doing so, they are also helping to achieve the Millennium Development Goals in Sri Lanka. Many factors stand in the way of growth and development in rural Sri Lanka. Communities need economic and social organization, investment, technology, and physical and institutional infrastructure. That is why the Gemidiriya project had to use a different approach that placed people at the center by investing in their capabilities and enabling them to take charge of their own development processes. The Gemidiriya approach is both holistic and inclusive. Its methodology involves assisting the community to form a People's Village organization and register it under the Companies Act of Sri Lanka to have legal recognition. The village organization, now a People's Company, is entitled to a Village Development Fund to implement its own village development plan. With the participation of 80% of the families of the village and with women holding half of all the decision-making positions, the People's Companies address their local needs and mobilize self-help and community contributions to implement the village development plan. At all stages of the process, the People's Companies are guided by the non-negotiable principles of participation of all community members without discrimination. Priority attention for disadvantaged groups, the poor, women and youth, transparency, accountability and cost sharing.
ප්‍රජාපාලිත ග්‍රාමීය සංවර්ධන ප්‍රවේශය අනුගමනය කරමින් ප්‍රජාව විසින් තෝරා ගන්නා ලද ප්‍රජාව විසින් කළමනාකරණය කරන ප්‍රජාව විසින් තීරණ ගන්නා ප්‍රජාව විසින් කරුණු සොයා බලාගෙන තමන්ගේ දියුණුව සැලසුම් කර ක්‍රියාත්මක කර ගන්නා ප්‍රජා ආයතනයක් සකස් කර ගැනීමට ක්‍රියාත්මක කර ගැනීමට උදව් වීම.
The people of Gemidiriya have now begun to manage their affairs and resolve conflicts by upholding the 10 golden rules The lack of investment to improve productivity often stands as an initial hurdle, preventing people from improving livelihoods and increasing income in the villages. In Mihindupura in the Hambantota district, the Gemidiriya People's Company freed the poorest and most disadvantaged members in the village from the grip of local moneylenders by supporting them through grants and loan funds. Like his ancestors before him, Piyasena makes clay pots for a living. With the help of the loan, he purchased his own mold and is now able to produce many more pots than he used to and at less cost.
අපට ආධාර මුදල් හම්බුන ආධාර බඩු අරන් දුන්න 11500ක ණය දුන්නා 10000ක් ඒ වයින් ඉතින් අපි අපේ වැඩ කරගෙන අපි දිනු වෙන්න තමයි බලන්නේ.
Infrastructure development is high on the priority list for Gemidiriya communities. Projects such as water supply, both for drinking and irrigation, roads and village information centers are among the activities undertaken by many of the people's companies. And the first to benefit from such initiatives are always the poorest families in the village. A new water supply project in Makaldeniya, a remote village in the Badulla district, now makes safe drinking water more accessible to a Tamil labourer community living amidst great hardships. The village gave priority to the Makaldeniya hamlet because it is one of the poorest in the district. These 67 families no longer have to make the difficult and time-consuming journey to fetch water. Instead, a pipeline from a nearby mountain spring provides every household with water on tap. The community is especially appreciative as they themselves contributed in many ways to achieve success.
அதுக்கு பிறகு டேங்க் கட்டுறதுக்கு நாங்கள் முருங்கல் வச்சு நிறைய பேர் எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து ஒற்றுமையாக செலவு செஞ்சோம். செஞ்சு காணுங்களை வெட்டினோம், பட்டைகள் போட்டோம். எல்லாமே தமிழ் சிங்கள ஆளுங்க சேர்ந்து ஒற்றுமையாக செஞ்ச வேலைனால தான் நமக்கு இவ்வளோ தூரத்துக்கு நல்லபடியாக வர கிடைத்தது.
In Bedigama, in the Hambantota district, the problem was a slightly different one. There was only a single drinking water well, providing water all year round for the entire village. And this too was located in a paddy field, exposed to fertilizer and agrochemical contamination. The community addressed the problem by implementing an innovative, environmentally friendly solution: the construction of a concrete dam above ground with a biodam of vetiver grass to protect the well.
සැවන්දරා වගාව සැවන්දරා ඉඳන් අපි තීරණය කළා. ඒක හේතුවක් තියෙනවා. ඇත්තටම මේ සැවන්දරා වලින් සැවන්දරා මුල් යටට යෑමෙන් අර අපවිත්‍ර දේවල් විඳට උරා ගැනීම වළක්වනවා. ඒ මුල් වලට උරාගෙන ඒවා වළක්වනවා.
In Alugalge in Monaragala, children attending the Muthukandia primary school were severely inconvenienced every morning and evening by the absence of a bridge to cross the stream to reach the school. This also meant that on rainy days they could not go to school.
ගෙදරදී සපත් දාන විදිහෙන් ගගාට විදිහ සපත්තු ගාලා තමයි ආයි ගොඩට ඇවිල්ලා දාන්න යන්නේ. වතුර වලින් දවසට ඉස්කෝලේ යන්නේ.
The Alugalge People's Organization decided to give priority to this problem and constructed a causeway for the benefit of not only the school children but for the villagers in general who cross the stream each day to reach the nearest road 5 kilometers away. For the children, the 5-kilometer journey has been made trouble-free and they are able to reach their school without getting wet and with better attendance. Village savings and credit organizations have been established in each village to administer the Gemidiriya project's livelihood support fund. This helps promote savings and investment among small groups. Led by the women of the village savings and credit organization also organize training and skills development programs to improve livelihood options. Here in Kadigamur, in the Hambantota district, women have been benefited from training and skills development initiatives to improve their livelihoods and incomes.
අපි කාන්තාව 10ක් වගේ එකතු කරගෙන එයාලට පුහුණුවක් දීලා අපේ සමාගමේ හැකියාව වර්ධන මුදල් 5000ක් අරගෙන අපි ඒ සල්ලි වලින් තමයි එයාලා පුහුණු කරලා අපි ඉදිරියට අපේ අනාගතයට හොඳ තැනක් එයි කියලා අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙයි.
Women like Nilmini are actively engaged in planning, organizing, implementing, as well as monitoring several village development activities. More than 125 different products such as rice, yam, fruits and vegetables, shampoo, soap, handicrafts and ornamental products now come to the market from the rural Gemidiriya villages. And many have become successful entrepreneurs.
ඇත්තටම අපි ඉස්සරත් බඩේරිඟු වගා කර තමයි ඒ වගේම බඩේරිඟු වගා කරාට අපිට ඒවට નિયમિત මිලක් ලැබුණේ ආදායමක් ලැබුණේ අපි අඩු තත්ත්වයේ නවීන තාක්ෂණයේ යටතේ බීජ නෙමෙයි වගා කරේ හින්දා ආදායම අඩුයි ඒ වගේම ඉස්සර අපේ ආදායම ලබා ගන්න වෙළඳපොළ මිල තීරණය කරේ වෙලෙන්දොමයි අපිට ඒවට තීරණ ගන්න අයිතියක් තිබ්බේ නැහැ නමුත් දැන් ගැමිදිරිය ව්‍යාපෘතිය නිසා අපේ ගැමිදිරිය ව්‍යාපෘතියෙන් අපි සමාගම් ගත වෙලා අපිම වෙනත් සමාගම් සමග ගිවිසුම් ගත වෙලා බඩිරිඟු බීජ මිල දීගෙන ඒ වගේම ඒවා අලෙවි කිරීම සඳහා ගිවිසුම් ගත වෙලා තියෙනවා.
Several farmers from the Gemidiriya community have seen a 200% increase in their income in just 2 years.
අපේ සමාගමත් සමග තව සමාගම් 10ක් එකතු වෙලා අර්ථාපල අලෙවිට එකතු වෙලා ලක්ෂ 100කට ආසන්න මුදලක් ආදායම ලබා ගත්තා. එයින් අපේ සමාගමත් දායක වෙලා 4,34,000ක අර්ථාපල අලෙවියෙන් ආදායමක් ලබාගෙන තියෙනවා.
Based on the concept of community-driven development, the Gemidiriya project is an attempt to replicate the experience of a pilot phase called Vishli in one district to improve the lives of people in over 1,000 villages in 7 districts of the country. Over a period of just 3.5 years, the Gemidiriya village organizations have made their mark. They have helped thousands of extremely poor families with one-time grants to come under community social protection. And hundreds of thousands of rural people have benefited from social and economic infrastructure improvement. Over $16 million has been accessed for village development by rural communities. Community savings have exceeded 30% of their investments in income generation. The results of a mid-term evaluation reveals that over 50% of the households in the project areas have reduced poverty. The Gemidiriya project has also been able to significantly contribute towards efforts to achieve the Millennium Development Goals by the year 2015. It has enriched the government of Sri Lanka's own village upliftment program and laid the foundation for transforming into reality the goals of eradicating extreme poverty and hunger, achieving universal primary education, and promoting gender equity and women's empowerment. Today, Sri Lanka's Gemidiriya communities are well on the way towards realizing the Millennium Development Goals.